Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today to share with you this layout. I used my Glimmer system to create some letterpressed embellishments. So you need watercolor paper as well as your Glimmer system. So I've got, and actually I'm only going to use 2 of those shims. So they're the shims that come with the Glimmer that will work through the big cake. And I am working with a press plate from PinkFresh Studio as well as dye inks. So I have PinkFresh Studio dye inks. I have the cube as well as some of the better press ones. So you're going to ink up your press, place it face down, and then you are going to roll that through just like you would a die cut sandwich. And for the big cake, or that, which is the system that I'm using, I literally just used the adapter shim plate as well as the thin green shim. And these are some other examples of the things that I've done. So you get a great texture, and it's fussy cuttable, or if you have the metal die, that's all you do. It's dead easy to get that letterpress look without actually having the letterpress plate. You just use your Glimmer because it's got that little sort of spongy bit to it. It gives you the embossing texture that you are looking for. So I'm going to use that as an embellishment on this layout. I'm working with a True Colors collection from Simple Stories, and off camera I will actually also use some of the washi from one of the other recently released collections. So I have cut the 2x2 elements that are in the 2x2 and 4x4 piece of pattern paper, and I'm literally going to, they go horizontally, but I want to use them vertically, so I literally just changed, swapped up a few of them and put them so that they're orienting vertically. I have here a photo of an ex-patient. This is his graduation day from therapy, and then the card that he gave me at graduation. I don't frequently do this, but this gentleman and I became really good friends. We challenged each other intellectually, and it's not often that people strike me or impact me the way that Graham did. And so I wanted to save his card as well as then put the photo with that. And so it's not often that I would use something this bulky, nor this private. This is definitely not something that I want the world to see because they are his words and I want to be respectful of that. And so I wanted to actually have the card and have that tucked in. So a simple grid, going down the page, and then the card, and then I'm going to use my LetterPressed on a not better press, LetterPressed embellishment, the florals, to tuck down the photo, and the photo is actually attached to the flap of the envelope that you will then open, and you can pull out the card, and you'll actually see the front of the card. It's actually kind of cool because I'm an orthopedic physical therapist, and we worked on his knee after a knee replacement, and so he had found a card that had a knee on it to say thank you for the thank you card. It was really sweet. And then you can see what if I were to have shared it, you could see the inside of the card as well. I also used a 4x6 pocket card that you will not see me do. I did this after the fact, and then I'm going to use one of those floral bits and pieces to attach to the top of the 4x6 pocket card, and it just tells the story of how I met Graham, how we challenged each other, and developed a pretty unique bond. So this is where I'm going to use that letterpressed, that fussy cut letterpressed floral as a photo corner per se. So I've put the adhesive down on the card, and you can see it covers just the adhesive is literally only on the outer parts of that floral so that you can lift the photo, which lifts the flap of the envelope, and then get into the card there. I'm going to layer up a couple of other embellishments as well, and then add other embellishments to the vertical grid, just again for some visual interest. There's a lot that's already there because there's all sorts of different colors and different pictures and words and verbiage, but I want to add a little bit more to it. So I have on the left-hand side, you'll see I'll go through the sticker book, I'll go through the cardstock stickers, I'll go through the bits and pieces, as well as the floral bits and pieces. So that sticker there says "so much fun," and you have to remember when you're working with these sticker books that they are paper stickers, they are thin, so you have to be very careful, especially with the long ones or the bigger ones that you pull them up. They do kind of get stuck to the book, and so you have to kind of gently pry them up. So that sticker that says "so much fun," I'm going to cut off fun because I already have fun there. And then I'm backing that with some double-sided adhesive, foam adhesive, so that it says "so much fun." And the fun is what's already on that 2x2 square there. I love these circles, and there's the circles up top, so I'm going to use that pink yay, and again put that on foam. It just adds some dimension to the page. So I have already told you that off camera I'm going to add that 4x6 journal card. I am also going to use some PinkFresh Studio, 2 different types of the puppy alphas. I can't remember what collections they're from. They're kind of just sitting in my stash right now, and that will say hi, and then underneath it's going to say new friend. I am also off camera going to use the black with the stars patterned paper, and I'm going to make giant photo corners for the top left and the bottom right of the layout. I am wearing black, my fleece is black, and there's that black square that says "life is sweet" in the bottom right, and so I felt I needed a little bit more black to just kind of tie it in and take you to those outer edges, but also being able to preserve the white space. So I'm just going to literally cut that out using a really old Sizzix die that I have. But yeah, so you can totally get the letterpress effect without having a letterpress. I know many of us have the Glimmer system, and so you can totally use that platform and both of those shims in a big kick now, or a big shot. Just know that the big kick is a longer platform than the big shot. That's the only difference. So I don't know how it works if you were to use a different system, but I imagine it wouldn't be all that much more complicated or different. I don't recommend Distress Oxide inks. They do not adhere to the plates very well. The plates are not designed to hold the Distress Oxide, but it works really well with any type of dye ink. Well, I actually used the LetterPressed inks, as well as I used my PinkFresh Studio. And you can see I didn't press hard, but I literally rubbed the ink pad on the press plates. So those samples that I did show you, there was one press plate that was the black with the floral, the round floral, but the other 3 that I did, those were actually hot foil plates. So you can also do the same thing, get that LetterPress debossed effect by also using your hot foil plate. So kind of using your stash and making it be a little bit more versatile for yourself. So that, my friends, is the finished page. There's the card, and then I told you what I was going to do off camera for my journaling. So if you have any questions about the process, please don't hesitate to leave those in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.